Hello guys, it's me, Squirrely Munk. Oh my gosh, I've been super busy with my job. Them having me work night shifts and whatever. Finally got some time off to actually do this. And I realized that I'm on chapter 20 now, which means I'm 5 chapters away from finishing this. Yay me. Okay, so let's just get into this. Sonic High School, chapter 20, New Sonic. Author's note: I am so happy because it is now summer now. Woohoo! I'm done with school for this year, but here I come 8th grade. That explains it. That totally explains it. Also, I will be on vacation next week, so I won't be able to write another chapter until I am back from being on the vacation. Sorry. God, even the author sounds... Sonic High School, chapter 20. Wake up, said Sonic to Amy as he kicked her a little on the ground where she was laying, looking like a dead woman, but she was not actually dead. Wake up! Amy opened her eyes and blinked and rubbed her eyes. Then she sat up a little. Sonic, she said in a voice like a person who was living poorly. Is that you? Amy looked so old and dead from being in detention, because that's what detention does to you. It looks like she didn't eat or drink at all in a week. Yes, it is. Now listen, said Sonic angrily to Amy, who was still on the ground looking up while dying. What? Do you know where I found this? Sonic said. Sonic held out Amy's big gold bracelet from her hand that she was not wearing, so it must have been hers. What? Said Amy to Sonic, looking confused and tired. That is mine. Where did you find that? Amy coughed and sounded like diseased African children. You got something against Africa, sir? Oh my god. Wow. Oh, yeah. Wow. Who's saying this? Oh, yeah, Sonic. Wow, idiot. I just asked you that. Why am I making him... Whatever. Sonic said to Amy in an angry and annoyed way. So you were going to tell me that... You're going to tell me where this bracelet was? I don't know, said Amy to Sonic with a cracky sounding voice. It was up in Cream's vagina. That's where it was, said Sonic to Amy. Why was your jewelry in another girl's vagina? Screamed Sonic. I, said Amy, trying to say what she wanted to in a response to Sonic. Oh my god, why isn't this over? There's still more to read. Say you're sorry to me, shouted Sonic to Amy. No, Sonic, Amy is still slow dying. Oh, like that? Fuck you! If you're not going to say you're sorry for cheating on me with another girl's vagina, then we're done. What? Shouted Sonic, with all the rage running out of his mouth like a train full of swords. That sounds... no? Sonic did not even notice he was crying, which was out of his eyes. Where else are you gonna cry? Sonic! Don't! Said Amy like a weakling, but before she could say the rest of her words, Sonic ran out of the detention room and shut the door behind him, so they were still there, and he did not rescue them. Oh my god. Please don't go back to another poop story. I just can't, not right now. Sonic ran fast as he could at his home and slammed the door behind him and screamed into his bed and cried and punched things and was just so emotional. Stop my breathing and slip my throat. I must be emo. Sonic could not take all of this pain from being betrayed by his girlfriend, the person he was one day going to get married to and have children with and live in a house with everybody together. You know, you kind of cheated on her, so shut up. Sonic knew it was not fair that this would happen and that he also had the deadliest disease in the world and would end up dying before everyone else. He cut his wrist... I'm done with this fanfic already. Oh my god, I'm done with it. Ugh. He cut his wrist a little, but it did not do much because it was dangerous. Like they said at the what? Presentation at school? Oh my god. Sonic cried so hard that he fell asleep. And then he woke up a little while earlier and looked into the mirror at himself. Then he put on white foundation and white makeup. I'm joking. He did not want to see him anymore. What is he gonna do? Cut his hair and be a woman? Because that was all about him being ruined by other people, even when he was the nicest to everyone. I'm so confused on what's happening now. Sonic reached into the drawers and pulled out a black hair dye. I'm already done. Sonic filled the bathtub up with hair. Why would you fill the bathtub up with hair dye? And it looked like a portal to Evil World. I wonder where Evil World is. And then took a bath in it. And when he came out, all of his fur was black. There was no blue on him anywhere. He looked like Shadow, but only similar. What? Sonic looked into the mirror again. Now he was not blue anymore. Dabble-dee-dabble-die. He did not say anything, but looked at himself and looked angry. But not at himself, but at everyone else. Then Sonic next jumped into the bathroom window instead of going around and using the front door. It was bad, like something Shadow would do. Sonic ran away to the tattoo store. What is happening now? And looked at their tattoos. They were all gay. Okay. He did not see one that he wanted, but then he went to the tattoo man and threatened him until he let him into the secret back room of tattoos for free. What? Okay. Damn it, why isn't the story over yet? There were a lot of cool, bad tattoos back in the back room, like ones with guns and cigarettes. We didn't spell cigarettes, right? Cigarettes and motorcycles and middle fingers and some with also curse words on them. But Sonic knew which one he wanted. Finally, he saw it. Sonic got fuck girls right across his chest because he was sick of being ruined by girls like Amy and Creep. I lost track, I'm sorry. Who let Amy into her vagina, so it was the fault of her too. Sonic ran back home and waited for the next day, kicking and punching things and the whole time like a badass. It was now the next day of Sonic High School, and new Black Sonic, fucking Blake, it's Blake, oh my god, it's Blake, I can't, or Black Chew, or whatever Christian calls it, the racist one, went to school looking like an angry black man, really, angry black man instead of a nice blue man, like he every day. Oh, screw it, I'm calling this Sonic Blake. This is clearly Blake. This was a new Sonic, and everyone better watch out because he is sick of the world. Shadow was walking in the hallway, and he saw Blake. Hey, Blake. Oh, I can't do that voice because I got a rash on my throat. Said Shadow to Blake. Excuse me. What is up with the new black fur? Don't talk to me, said Sonic in a voice darker than Shadow. I'm glad I did that. When he was committing crimes, he sounded so angry. What are you trying to copy off of me now? Shadow laughed and smiled, saying this to Blake. Blake gave him one look, and almost like almost like being black gave him powers. Blake punched Shadow right in the mouth, on his face. Shadow went flying across the room and hit the wall, and it was all bloody. What? Sonic kept walking like nothing happened at all, but the other people were looking, Blake, were looking and were now becoming scared of the new Black Blake. Sonic went to all of his classes, but did not talk to anyone. Even Mrs. Lesson, the other teachers, looked afraid of Blake because he was now scary. Blake did do some things though, like shove a teenager idiot into his locker, oh my god, then punch a student who had autism and laughed at him. Okay, you know what, Author, I get it. You read Sonic 2, okay? I get it. Clearly you read Sonic 2, and this is your way of getting back at Kristen, okay? I get it. This is actually freaking hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is George Lopez on? Oh my god, this is just awful. Am I still recording? Yeah, I'm still recording. So, and laughed at him. Blake did not go to lunch, though. He just went outside where no one was and masturbated on his penis. Wait, how do you masturbate on something? How do you do that? How do you masturbate on your own genitals? I don't know how you do that. That's weird. And thought about his angry feelings. Come angrily. Freaking ever be. Which were like giant bees. What? Flying around on a fire. Then Tails came outside. Sonic! I was looking for you, and I found you. Why are you not at lunch? Said Tails to Blake. Leave me alone, said Blake to Tails in an angry way like before. Are you mad? Said Tails to Blake. I said, leave me alone, shouted Blake to Tails. Then he threw a rock at him, and the rock missed Tails, and Tails went over to Blake. No, Blake, you're my best friend, said Tails to Blake. Tell me, what's wrong? Why are you black? That's a question. Blake looked mad and frustrated, but let off a little and opened up to Tails like a book opening. Fine, that bitch Amy, who's not my girlfriend anymore, would not say sorry to me, so I broke up with her, said Blake to Tails. But Blake was not looking at Tails and was looking at the ground. Was he still masturbating? Like, that's kind of crucial. I mean, whatever. Oh my god, panic! Said Tails to Blake. He was looking at Blake, though. What? No. I am over her. I'm different now. I have learned about the world, and I am not so stupid and happy like I used to be. I'm black now. Why is being a black and you know what? Why don't you just say you're goth or emo? Just don't say you're black, because it's making me feel really uncomfortable. Blake said to Tails, sounding still angry. I lost my... Sounding still angry, even though he was talking to Tails. Okay, oh, okay, said Tails, sounding sad and disappointed. Disappointed, sounding sad and disappointed. I just wanted to make sure you're okay. Espio was worried about you. He also said Knuckles might fail out of high school because he is now a baby and he is having a hardest time doing his classes as a baby. I brought you a sandwich. Tails gave the sandwich to Blake, and he ate it like a rhino chewing up a bag of humans. When he finished the sandwich, the next period started, and Blake and Tails went to the rest of their classes. Blake went home at the end of the day and lied down on his bed and looked up. Fuck everyone, said Blake, inside of his head, not saying it out loud. Fuck the world. I am gonna die, and no one cares about me. Draco! Blake just lied there, and then he did a workout to become big and strong. Is he going werewolf? Blake sat down at the end of it, tired and sweaty, but now strong. What can I do? Thought Blake. Wait, Amy and Rouge get out of detention tomorrow. Blake looked at his body in front of him and then said, I'm gonna make that bitch pay. I smell rape scenario. This is terrifying. Wow. So that's the end of this chapter. I can't wait for the final review of this entire thing. I'm terrified.